All right. Henry Emily and William Afton decide to start a pizza business. They build two robots, Golden Bonnie and Fredbear. These are robots that have a special feature where if you crank them in the back, their robot parts and animatronic parts move to the side so people can step in and operate them like a suit. So William Afton has three kids. He's got Evan, Elizabeth, and Michael, the oldest one. So he sort of knows that these animatronics are pretty dangerous because, the spring locks, they could just clamp down and it's very dangerous. He makes sure that his son Evan goes nowhere nowhere near these animatronics. So he makes sure to an extent that Evan is scared of these animatronics, and Evan is scared of these animatronics, but his older brother knows this and starts making fun of him, starts like tormenting him, starts scaring him. And one fateful birthday party, the older brother picks Evan up, says, I think he wants to give Fredbear a big kiss, puts him inside Fredbear's mouth. Fredbear's mouth clamps down, just as William feared, and kills Evan. But a bit of Evan's soul energy goes in and possesses this Fredbear animatronic. So William sees that his son is sort of inside this robot, somehow possessing it. And he's like, shit, I could bring my son back. I could put him back together if I just figured this out. So he creates new robots that are designed to capture children the way they did Evan. So he built this robot called Baby, and his daughter Elizabeth loves it, but William's like, no, because this is designed to kill and capture children, so you're not going anywhere near it. And Elizabeth sneaks into the room one day when no one else is there to see this animatronic, which does open up and grab her and kill her and encapsulate her, just as William feared. But William sees that his experiment technically worked, and he sees that Elizabeth is inside Baby and is possessing her to an extent. After the first day, he closes down Circus Baby's Pizza World. And by the way, more businesses, more restaurants are coming out of this business between Henry and William Afton. So in this old business, he wants to experiment more with this whole idea. So he kills 5 kids at this establishment and puts them into various robots that were built. He kills Susie, who he tricked by killing her dog, and killing her dog was one of the first experiments with this whole possessing thing. And he put her dog into this robot called the Mangle, and it's able to move about. He kills this girl called Susie, puts her inside Chica. He kills Gabriel, Fritz, and another name that I forgot, and puts them in all the other ones. So Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy have all been possessed. But remember Fredbear, that had a bit of Evan in him? That has sort of been discontinued and is laying in the back as Golden Freddy. And Evan is inside there. He also puts a 5th victim, Cassidy, inside there with Evan. So Golden Freddy is now possessed by a bit of Evan, a bit of a girl called Cassidy. Circus Baby is possessed by Elizabeth Afton. And Freddy, Chica, and Foxy are all possessed by 3 victims. 3 kids that were killed in the establishment. Henry sort of catches on. He sort of knows what his business partner is doing. And he decides, nah, fuck this guy. I'm kicking him off the platform. He's like, go. He gets banned from this new location called Junior's. So William Afton's solution to this is to kill Henry's daughter outside one of the establishments. Henry's daughter is locked out one night, and William Afton kills her and drives away in his purple car. But Henry built a robot which was like a measure against this whole kids killing thing, and this is the security puppet. And the security puppet sees that Henry's daughter is dead outside, goes out to try and save her because that's its programming, and they fuse together, and Henry's daughter possesses the puppet. So we have Golden Freddy, which is possessed by Evan and Cassidy. We have Freddy, Foxy, and Chica, which are possessed by 3 various victims. We have the Mangle, which is possessed by a dog. We have the Circus Baby, who is possessed by Elizabeth, who is now in a underground establishment because William wanted to cover everything up. and we have the puppet, which is possessed by Henry's daughter, Charlie. So, Henry's daughter inside the puppet, it somehow has these great abilities, and it is able to give the missing children life. It gives the spirits inside Freddy, Foxy, and Chica, and Bonnie, the ability to live through these animatronics. But it can't do the same for Golden Freddy or Fredbear because it is in suit mode. Remember how the animatronics were robots and then suits? Yeah, so this is in suit mode, so there's no way for Evan or Cassidy to move. They are forever slumped down in this horrible existential frozenness. They are in the back, hidden. So William is like, shit, I've got to solve this, okay? I've got to solve this. So he breaks in to this location, the FNAF 1 location, and he dismantles all the animatronics. He's like, I can't let these kids go about roaming, and I need to just get rid of them and kill them. Fucking kill them all. And then this, unfortunately, lets the souls of the kids free, and they come out of the animatronics and they taunt William Afton. They taunt him and they scare him. William is terrified and he runs into the Spring Bonnie suit in the back, one of the Spring Look suits. But because of the moisture and because of William's hastiness, the Spring Locks clamp shut and go from suit mode into robot mode and kill him, trapping him inside this bunny suit, just destroying everything. Meanwhile, the kids' spirits decide to throw themselves a birthday party. They all get together and give Evan Afton the birthday party he never had. And this releases their spirits, and this is a way for them to leave their animatronic husks. But William Afton is still trapped inside Spring Bonnie. His agony and his torment leads him to possess this robot the way the children possessed the robots that he killed. The children that he killed possessed the robots that they were put in. He possesses the Spring Bonnie suit the way the kids do. And he's still trapped in this old location, in a safe room that's been boarded up, and he's just there, stuck there. Meanwhile, the only surviving Afton child, Michael Afton, is trying to figure out what the hell his father has done. He breaks out his room and goes off to locations. When he gets older, he starts getting jobs at these locations, trying to figure out, following all the stuff that his father is doing, and trying to figure stuff out and trying to see these children in these animatronics. Meanwhile, this is all going on. And his final stop is the underground location where Baby is stored. His younger sister, Elizabeth Afton, has possessed this baby animatronic, and it's under this location. He goes there, and he's the new sort of night guard, and he's figuring out what's going on. And he does realize that his young sister is inside this animatronic, but he is also tricked by this animatronic along with the other animatronics a part of this restaurant. And he has his innards ripped out, and these animatronics go inside his skin. They sort of wear him as an animatronic. It's like an animatronic inside a human. So they escape in his body. Michael Afton slowly decomposes and becomes visibly ill. Not purple, that was a stylistic choice. He's not actually purple. He's just very visibly ill. And these animatronics decide, we can't go on like this inside this rotten human. So they leave, and Michael Afton possesses his dead body the way that the children possess the animatronics. He is now a husk of a man possessed by his soul, walking around in the day. The animatronics that left him, Baby and various other animatronics, they leave, but the other animatronics kick Baby out of the group, so it just becomes Molten Freddy. It's just this weird amalgamation of a bunch of wires. A long time into the future, this company, Fazbear Fright, trying to exploit this whole tragedy, trying to exploit these ghost stories, they start a attraction, and they go to the old location, and what they find in this old location is William Afton still stuck in this golden rabbit suit, still alive, because his agony has led him to possess this bunny suit. and it's called Springtrap. It is released at this horror attraction, but Michael Afton is still alive. He is still a rotting human possessed by himself, and he tries to get rid of this, and he burns the establishment down. He burns it to the ground to try and get rid of his father's tortured soul, but it doesn't work. Henry, remember Henry, William's old business partner? He's still kicking about, and he starts a new pizzeria chain, which is just, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. It's this new establishment that's just like the old ones, and it's just entirely done to lure the loose ends back. Springtrap finds this location and comes. Molten Freddy finds this location and comes. And Baby, still possessed by Elizabeth Afton, finds this location and comes. Lol. And Henry built this robot. Remember Henry's daughter who possessed the puppet? He built a robot to go out and find this puppet and encapsulate it and bring it to the location. So he gets all of these final spirits in this location and he lets it burn. And he lets himself burn with it, burning Michael Afton, the corpse possessed by himself. Springtrap, William Afton trapped inside a bunny suit. Baby, a animatronic with William Afton's youngest daughter is trapped inside her. Molten Freddy, all the other sentient animatronics powered by various soul energies. It all burns. It burns to the ground. Years later, another company trying to exploit the horror stories, try to make a horror game about Freddy Fazbear and Fredbear's Family Diner. And they find all these old wires, and they find these switchboard and these technology wires and codes, and they scan them in and put them in the game, not realizing that they're scanning in Springtrap, William Afton's spirit, and putting it in the game. And one of the people playtesting the games gets Springtrap into their head and does this consciousness transferal and gets basically possessed by William Afton. William Afton is back in the form of this sort of glitch that got inside this woman's head. And then, because the brand is okay, now they, more into the future, they create this big pizza plex, this big mall with state-of-the-art robots. It's got nothing to do with the old people. But one of the security guards is this Springtrap, this woman who had her consciousness of William Afton in her head, and she's being controlled by it. And there's also a robot. Okay, so William Afton's good at robotics, right? He built a robot of his son and put his memories into his son, and basically built Evan Afton, the one that was killed by Fredbear, as a robot and sort of brought him back to life. And also, this pizzaplex was built on top of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place, the one place that Henry built to lure everyone, all the loose ends, and burn everyone together. This was built on top of it, which led to Michael Afton, the older brother, possessing Glamrock Freddy, the new star, shiny animatronic. So, yeah. And then security breach ends. Pretty sure by them one way or another killing Springtrap. There's another version of Springtrap about, but they get rid of the one inside this playtester's head, and they also get rid of the one that's been powered by the charging systems, which has sort of reignited William Afton's spirit. And they get rid of it, they burn it. And what's nice is that Evan Afton and Michael Afton finally work together in different ways, because Evan Afton inside the body of this rockstar bear, Evan Afton inside this robot child, and Michael Afton inside this robot rockstar bear. They finally become the brothers that they never were, and they help each other, and they kill their horrible father who has put them through so much horror and misery. That's what I think, at least. Thanks, guys.